stability. That's what I was thinking of. Mental stability. All right. Remember these shirts back in the 70s with the hoodie shirts? I just bought one, got it today. It's so nice not to have to wear so much clothes to go out. I'd have a sweatshirt, a vest, a hoodie, among other things, shirts underneath. It was so cold. I wanted to get snow pants, but they're like $300-400, and so I bought on Temu. They had these pants for the cold, thermal pants, and they were amazing.
Let's go to the Connecticut River.
So I'm trying to catch the drone. It was very windy, so I didn't want to lose the drone. My first time coming toward the Connecticut River with it, and this bitter cold winter was hard on my wheelchair. So yeah, I'm testing out the drone. I have it on follow and just making sure the wind doesn't blow it into the river. You can see it was pretty windy, so I just wanted to make sure it didn't go anywhere. So I'm heading to the fountain. I still haven't learned how to do the audio so you can hear me talking. Of course, the fountains are not on just yet. So I do orbit and I do a few of the effects it does. But because it was so windy, it struggled like drones do. So I just did a few things. I'll wait till it's much warmer and not so windy. But I still had fun. I'm also testing out some of my gadgets for photography that I've always been into since as long as I can remember. I mean, I had vintage pictures of relatives from Puerto Rico to Italy, and so it's nice. It's just something that I've always been interested in. But my uncle had an 8mm movie camera back in the 50s and 60s, and there's some of me as a little girl here in Hartford, Connecticut. So I got one when I was 19 years old. I got it at Railroad Salvage in South Windsor. Anybody remember Railroad Salvage? My grandmother paid for it. It didn't have sound. They had those, but that's what they were getting me, that one. But later on I got into, camcorder in the 80s and 90s, and then cameras. I actually had an orange candid camera with a selfie stick, and they didn't even have them for cell phones at the time. I used to call them a joystick until I realized it was called a selfie stick. So, and that was like 2006, 2006, yeah, because we went to the Showcase Cinema, closed down, and I went and got all this stuff in the late millennium. Yeah, I could tell you stories when I got my computer, all the spooky stuff I read, like Weird New Jersey. When I read up all those ghost stories and abandoned places before they started showing that up on YouTube and TV. So, yeah, now everybody's exploring all those places. The Safari Zoo in New Jersey, I remember that in the 70s. And they have this lore and legend about it being abandoned with the animals still there. I remember when I used to hear about when they put advertisement out to go see it, you drive your car through the zoo and the animals are free and they, jump on your car and everything, and I just thought that was so bizarre. Yeah, so I was always into photography, and we went to go see the Showcase Cinema in 2010 because my daughter met her husband there, and we took pictures, and I say it was pretty good condition because I found out it was closed down and abandoned in 2006. We went 2010, and I showed pictures. So not too many people vandalized that, if not at all. And so it was later on that it just really started to deteriorate. I mean, we were going there since the 80s. Kind of sad. I watched them tear it down. My grandson and I explored it before they started tearing it down. They tore it down the next year, so that was 2019, and then they started tearing it down. Pretty sad. I got pictures. Always got pictures. These are one of my favorite fountains right here. I did a whole bunch of these on my older channel, visiting a whole bunch of these fountains, including Puerto Rico. I like fountains. We have a lot of them here in Connecticut. And so this one's my favorite, right by the Connecticut River. So I'm still practicing the drone. Yes, I like to say rest in peace to Juan Lucena, who drowned in the Connecticut River. And I know quite a few people who drowned in the Connecticut River. Very dangerous river. It took some lives. This feature right here, this effect is Orbit. It's one of my favorites. Can't wait till the fountain is open.